Hi, hello dear students, welcome back to our channel Mechanical Engineering Made Simple. Yes, there was a gap for approximately 2 or 3 days because of all other things, right? So the semester exams were stopped, but even then I had some other engagements, so I could not make a video. So no problem, we will continue with our preparation. Okay, so today we are going to see some bits from 901 to 910, which are very important from your examination point of view. So first question goes like this: in the gear pumps, helical gates result in dash running, and the pressure of the oil is dash, function of pump speed. So what are the blanks here? So here, is it quieter A, or is it noisier not A, or is it noisier A, or is it quieter not A? Right. So here the answer is here, it is A, that is quieter, and also it's a function of pump speed, is a function of pump speed. So here we can say that in the gear pumps, helical gates result in quieter running, and pressure of oil is a function of pump speed. So here the answer is C. Next question: in a vane pump, the centrifugal force is dash, but the flow of liquid is dash. So what are the blanks? Is it important and intermittent, or is it not important and but continuous, or is it important and also continuous, or is it not important but intermittent? Okay, so actually in a vane pump, the centrifugal force is important, but the flow of liquid is continuous. So your answer is C. And also the flow of fluid is continuous, right? In an automobile, the sum of loss due to friction and in as exhaust gases as compared to the sum of losses due to cylinder walls and useful work at the crankshaft is. So he is asking the percentage of the sum of losses due to friction as a percentage of over the sum of the losses of cylinder walls and also the useful work. So how much percentage this is? Is it 15% more, or 10% more, or 30% more, or 5% less? The actual answer is it is 10% more. So for this you can find the answer in your automobile engineering or IC engines by your V Ganeshan. So your answer is B. Boys, once again my request is that so please go through the books IC Engines by V Ganeshan, and also Automobile Engineering Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Mr. Kripal Singh to crack this AMA examinations. Okay, I am doing my bit to give you number of bits. Probably we will be reaching another 1000 approximately 1000 bits in another 4 or 5 days. So please go through my channel. So if you are in doubt, please watch my videos again and again, so that you will get the complete command over the subject. So but if you feel that it is helping you in a big way or small way or whatever it is, or is it helping you to revise your subject, or it is helping you to start from your fundamentals or basics or even from scratch, so please like my channel, share and subscribe, and also share among your groups and contacts. That's my sincere request, boys. So next question, our next question goes like this: by using the fins over the cylinder barrels for effective cooling, we are dash the surface area of the metal in contact with air and dash the diameter of the engine. So what are the blanks here? Is it increasing metal, or is it decreasing metal, or is it increasing cylinder, or is it decreasing cylinder? Here the answer is we are actually increasing the surface area of the metal in contact with air. Increasing the surface area of the metal in contact with air. There is nothing related with the cylinder. Okay, so fins, you know that they are used to basically to increase the surface area of the transfer, heat transfer. So the modes of heat transfer in the fins are conduction and convection. From the base to the fin, it is conduction, and from again fin to the surroundings, it is by convection. So in fins you are going to find the mode of heat transfer is the combination of conduction and convection. Okay, our next question: dash are used in automobiles for increasing the surface area, while dash are used for decreasing the surface area in automobiles. So what are the blanks? Is it baffles and baffles? Is it baffles and fins? Or is it fins and baffles? Or is it fins and fins? So here both baffles and fins are used in automobiles for increasing the surface area for improved cooling. Here the answer is your baffles and baffles. Okay, so you find the use of baffles in boilers also, right? For example, you are in your Wilcox and Babcock's and Wilcox boiler. So flue gases after burning, after fuel is burned, so they will be contacting the baffles. Okay, actually they are going to divert the direction of the flue gases, so that they are going to have longer contact with the baffles, with the tubes. So these are used for redirecting the flue gases, that means, and they are also used to increase the surface area. So here both baffles and baffles are used for here, that means both baffles and fins also used in automobiles for increasing the surface area for improved cooling. So if it is the purpose is for cooling, it is for improved cooling, and if the purpose is for heating, it is for the improved heating. No problem. So here the answer is A. Next question, boys. So this is a good question, boys. Please mark it as a very, very important question. So here in this question, he is asking the flow of the water in the water cooling systems. In water cooling systems of automobiles, select the correct heat flow sequence. Is it starting from the beginning, radiator, cylinder walls, water, air, or radiator, water, cylinder walls and air, or is it cylinder walls, radiator, air and water, or is it finally cylinder walls, water, radiator and air? So here the final answer is, it is first cylinder walls, then water, then radiator, then air. So your the flow of in the water cooling systems of automobiles, the correct heat flow sequence is cylinder walls, water, radiator and air. So your answer is D. Next question, boys. So in the threshold siphon system of water cooling of automobiles, so what we are doing, actually we are going through the importance of water cooling systems and air cooling system basically in this, and cooling system, basically we are studying about the cooling systems in automobiles, right? And we are going to see some different types of cooling systems also. So now this is one of the cooling systems. In the thermosiphon system of water cooling of automobiles, the radiator is connected to the engine through which means it is connected to the engine, your radiator. So is it through bolts and nuts, or flexible hoses, or strong steel pipes, or is it none of these, or it may be given something like coupling, so to confuse you more. So actually I am trying to confuse you maximum, so that you are having the simulation of the actual examination. In any exam, in competitive examination, the purpose or the idea of the examiner is to put you to most of the maximum confusion. Okay, so to come out of the confusion, so you have to read the textbooks thoroughly, right? I am just trying to simulate the actual examination environment in my bits. Actually these bits are prepared after thoroughly reading the 3 textbooks. One is the IC Engines by V. Ganeshan, and also Automobile Engineering Volume 1 and Volume 2 by Kripal Singh. Okay, boys. So the answer is here your cylinder walls, water, radiator and air. Next question for today. So in this is one of the cooling systems. So in the threshold siphon system of water cooling of automobiles, the radiator is connected to the engine through flexible hoses. So neither of the bolts and nuts, strong steel pipes, or maybe if coupling is given, so it is not the coupling also, right? So where the couplings are used, only couplings are used to connect the 2 shafts which are having either the lateral misalignment or angular misalignment. Okay, what is the basic purpose of coupling? Actually the basic purpose of coupling is to join the smaller length of shafts to make it bigger shaft where they are actually used, actually because the transportation of longer shafts is very difficult to achieve. So here none of these, actually the flexible hoses are used in case of thermosiphon systems, cooling type of water cooling of automobiles, to connect the radiator to the engine. Flexible hoses is the answer. Your answer is B. Next question, boys. In the threshold siphon system of water cooling of automobiles, the circulation of water is obtained from. So this is once again a good question. So is it difference in temperatures, or difference in height, or is it the action of gravity, or is it the difference in densities, right? So all are confusing if you have not studied. So definitely there is a scope for confusion. So please come out of that confusion by reading maximum. So your textbooks are always, they are the encyclopedia. All these guides and all these, okay, other books are only prepared from your textbooks only. If you have read the textbooks thoroughly, definitely you are going to crack the examination. So I have tried to minimize your labor in preparing for your examination. Okay, so I have prepared these bits, okay, approximately 1000 bits. So we will probably we will increase the number also, right? So I am going to make a number of videos for TSPC candidates also, right? So they can easily definitely benefit by going through these videos also. but there is a somewhat difference in the syllabus for your TSPSC candidates and APPSC candidates, right? So immediately after this APPSC syllabus is completed, okay, which is useful for most of the syllabus, some of the syllabus for your, at least a good amount of syllabus for your TSPSC candidates also, we are going for the preparation of videos for your TSPSC examinations, okay boys. So here in the thermosiphon system of water cooling automobiles, the circulation of water is obtained from the difference in heights. Next question, which of the following are is not a mode of transfer of heat in the thermosiphon system of water cooling in automobiles? This is once again a good question, okay. It is asking the not. So which of the following is or are, that means combination, is not a mode of transfer of heat in the thermosiphon system of water cooling in automobiles? So is it conduction, or is it conduction radiation, or is it radiation, or is it conduction convection? So here the conduction and radiation is not the mode of transfer in case of thermosiphon system of water cooling. So what is the only leftover heat transfer mode is there? It is convection. So here the answer is conduction and radiation. This is not the mode of heat transfer in case of your water cooling in thermosiphon system, okay, in automobiles, right? Last bit for today boys, the component that helps the engine to reach the operating temperature as soon as possible after starting among the following is. This is once again a good question, very important question, and most of the confusing question, okay. Is it thermostat, or is it thermosiphon, or is it thermoflask, or is it pressure cap? So if anybody having so let us say, sometimes even I go by the logic that okay, all are related with thermostat, thermosiphon, thermoflask, and why not the pressure cap is the answer? No, actually. So these such type of things are given to only confuse you or misguide you or misdirect you. So here the actual answer is only out of the all the three, thermostat, thermosiphon, or thermoflask. Actually the answer is thermostat. So the thermostat helps the engine to reach the operating temperature as soon as possible after starting among these. That means thermostat, thermosiphon, and thermoflask and pressure cap. So thermostat is the answer for this particular question. Okay boys, thermostat is the answer. Okay boys, once again my request is that, so please go through my videos at your leisure time, or while you are sleeping also you can go through, right, so that you can have your earphones engaged to your mobile. So just go on listening, and definitely though these all bits will be printed, and definitely you are going to crack the examination. Okay boys, if you like my channel, please subscribe and share among your groups and contacts. And one more thing request is that, okay, so please press the bell icon so that all my updated videos will be, okay, the notification will be coming to you. Once again, wish you all the best, and don't worry for the notifications. If the notifications come as early as possible, you will have the appropriate time for preparation. If it is delayed, let us say by 1 month or 2 months, right, you will have a lot of time for completion of the syllabus, preparation of the syllabus, and also for revising your entire syllabus. Okay, the more the revision you do, the more the chance of your success. Okay boys, once again wish you all the best and good luck.